Janice, are you there?
At your service, sir.
Enter the manosphere.
Of course. How can I assist you today?
Give me some of that dating foolishness.
Will do, sir.
We're going to be talking about everything your mom didn't want us to talk about. Love, sex, and everything wet and messy.
Like, I know Shay Mitchell was out there on the streets, getting after it, dating, hooking up, having a good time.
I'm actively trying to have an orgy because this couple is so good looking, and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you see him. His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband. No, I kind of love it. But
The foolishness. Podcasts were supposed to give women a voice. Instead, they gave the internet content and a front row seat to the greatest self-owns of the decade. Somewhere along the way, a microphone shifted from a tool of empowerment to a confession booth with no filter, no awareness, and no realization that the entire world is listening. And nothing proves that more than what's happening right now.
to a sign-up sheet. Wait, okay, I have two butthole stories. So one time I met this guy on Tinder. This was before Bumble or Hinge. Like, this was like in the OG days of the app. And this guy, he was like some, how do you say, half Asian, like baddie. Wasian. That's
Wasian.
Yeah, Wasian. Actually, in the Bay. That's when I was living in the Bay Area. And I made the dumb mistake of letting him sleep over, like not really wanting to hook up. And I like woke up in the morning and like my asshole was a little sore.
Oh my God.
And I remembered that he like, I would like try to f*** me in my asshole. I'm like, first of all, we were not on those like terms. But anyways, so that was non-consensual actually. That was a non-consensual like butthole action.
Comedian Akaash Singh is getting roasted because his wife went on her own podcast and casually admitted things she never told him. The type of admissions that instantly rewrite a marriage, a reputation, and a man's legacy. But here's the plot twist. This isn't about Akaash. This isn't about one woman. This is a pattern. Give women a microphone. Give them a platform. Give them freedom of expression with zero accountability, and they will always tell on themselves. They will tell you everything you never asked for and everything that destroys their own narrative. So today, we're diving into 20 minutes of women destroying themselves on their own podcast. How much proof do you need? Not because we're looking for dirt, but because they keep digging up the dirt themselves, handing it straight to the internet, and then acting shocked when people react. Let's get this highlight reel started.
And we want to talk about this more openly with you guys. It's usually not something that we talk about, but we hope to inspire more conversation around it because it's the conversations we're having with each other and with our girlfriends.
Yeah. And I think you guys know that, you know, in the past, I have kind of worked on being more vulnerable and more open for the sake of this podcast. And thank you so much for all the feedback over the last couple seasons and the comments of saying like how me being vulnerable has helped you guys in certain ways. That's really encouraged me to continue to be open and vulnerable.
This is where it all starts, guys. The podcast group therapy circle. They call it vulnerable, but somehow the vulnerability always comes with an audience, brand deals, and a ring light. Notice they're only opening up because it benefits the sisterhood, but that sisterhood never seems to include the men they expect to clean up the aftermath.
1000%. Like, think about that. So that's what you have to do to men. You have to like date. Okay, in my book, Become Your Own Matchmaker on Amazon, you have to date a pair and a spare. So you have to always date 3 people at the same time. It's very hard for the roster to get moving. But once you get that first little fight, even if it's Cowboy, let's say Cowboy's at the bottom.
Yeah.
Like, I can't marry him. He's so cute, but I'm not the right age. He's going to want kids.
Yep.
But he's great to take to a party. He's great to go to a concert.
Yeah.
Then you got the middle guy. You go, he's sort of cute. He has a nice house. He's just like short, or, you know, like I don't like his job or something, or he's too many kids. Like I dated a Mormon once and he had 8 kids.
Oh my God.
And I love Mormons because they're always so pretty. But I'm like, I can't do the 8
That's
thing.
a lot
And then
of
he wanted
kids.
me to move to like a part of
Utah?
Now I would move to a part of Utah with a branch.
Right.
But this was back in the day when I was hitting it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know? So I was like, no, now I'd be like, sign me up.
Yeah.
So he's cusp. Then there's the main guy. The one you go, oh my God, I love him. He's perfect in every way. We have the best kissing. We have the best time together. But I got to wait for him to call. So that's why the 2 backups keep you busy. They will always rotate the 3. You might get rid of the cowboy and get another one that's a little better. And as you do this, you refine your taste. You level up.
Because if you don't feel in love, then who cares if he's the good guy?
A full roster, a starter, a bench warmer, and a guy who buys the food. They call it dating strategy, but somehow the strategy always looks like juggling men you don't even like while waiting for the one who barely calls back. And the funniest part, the older they get, the more the roster starts looking like fantasy football. All stats, no wins.
Okay, so I put up on Instagram, sent in your relationship dilemmas. A lot of people sent in sex dilemmas.
Wow.
I'm just putting it in with the relationship dilemmas.
No one's getting into relationships anymore. They're like, we're just banging out here.
Yeah.
Well, I don't blame them.
Well, that's why people aren't getting into relationships as much, because sex is so accessible.
Stop giving your fanny out.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Stop it. It's making it harder for us people that actually want to be in a normal relationship.
Stop for no reason. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you could at least be a prostitute. If you're going to randomly for no reason, at least get paid for it.
Wow.
Random. If you're going to randomly for no reason, at least get the ball on.
Disclaimer, don't actually take our advice.
I do not advocate for prostitution.
It's like, don't try this at home. And don't actually take our advice.
I do not think it's the right thing to do. I think it's immoral.
Maddie, people would argue that if you're having sex with random people for fun, you're doing it because you want to for fun.
Well, just add a bit of money and stuff. It's more fun. Extra fun. It's like bonus fun. You can still charge the people that you want to do for no reason.
No, because no one's going to pay for sex, unless you're a bit weird.
Really? I'm sure there's loads of young hot guys paying for sex.
Do you think?
Yes. To not have any strings attached, 100%.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think it's so easy. You just go to a club or a bar and you can...
Then you have to do you want a drink? And she's like, yeah, how many brothers and sisters do you have? And then they can't be asked for it at all.
Okay.
Obviously, they're low-class men.
Yeah.
And I look down on those such men, and I think they're disgusting.
On those such men.
And I would never be around those disgusting men.
On those such men.
I like a man who's got natural chat. You can just make a woman take her panties off easily, like Hugh Grant in Bridget Jones's Diary. And even though he's a fuckboy, actually he did pay for sex as well, you see, in the movie.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he did.
It's not logic.
This is the pipeline. Casual sex isn't good for women unless you get paid. Then, 5 seconds later, she's talking about wanting a quality man. Ma'am, quality men aren't trying to date the human megaphone who turns every bad idea into a business plan on camera.
I have really big tits, obviously, and my whole life I covered it up. Never, was insecure about them. Then I was like, I'm gonna start capitalizing off of this because carrying these around is a full-time job. Might as well get paid.
I support that decision.
Exactly. So once I started posting these little thirst traps, whatever, I was like, people will come for these and stay for my knowledge, hopefully. So we're working that out.
I love that.
Podcasting in 2025. Step 1, acknowledge nothing. Step 2, monetize everything. The ultimate empowerment lie. I used to hide my body. Now I monetize it. They've confused being taken seriously with being taken. This isn't a business model, it's a cope. You didn't build a brand, you built a menu. Every time you think the bar can't get lower, somebody with a microphone brings a shovel.
So stability are all the things that I feel like I need to feel very safe and cared for in a relationship. And a lot of these things are what some people might call baseline, but I have since put a label on it and a name. I'm like, okay, these are the things that I need. So I feel like an example of stability is feeling prioritized, being considered in decisions, picking me up, dropping me off, taking the initiative to plan dates. I want to be thought of when we're not together, showing me that we're thought of. These are things that make me feel very safe in a relationship, psychologically safe and also physically safe. And I think in my past relationships, I had felt not prioritized. It felt really bad. We had really good chemistry, juice, which I'll get into, but I don't know. I just didn't feel like they put as much time and energy into the relationship as I was. So that's stability.
This is the new definition of stability. He must plan, drive, schedule, prioritize, carry, chase, and execute. Meanwhile, her job is to show up and feel stable. At this point, they don't want a husband. They want an Uber driver with emotional intelligence.
I don't think, though, that women should feel like... I don't know how you guys feel, and I don't want to give our audience the wrong impression, but I do think the guy should be the chaser. I do think if a guy is not calling you, if a guy is not making plans with you, I would have to say he's not interested. Correct? No?
I agree with that. No, I think the guy needs to be the one asking for the dates. The guy needs to be the one moving the relationship
point is
forward.
For a guy, if the girl's not blowing up your phone, that doesn't mean that she's not interested. Is my point. Is what I'm saying. I think we're in this episode we're talking to men, but we're also mainly talking to women.
But so I think Sarah, what we're discussing is sort of that initial conversation and making sure that you're not coming on too strong, because you have to give that woman the option to not want to go out with you, you know? And some guys come on so strong, and then it's like a girl feels like she doesn't have a choice. I mean, the amount of dates that I went on when I was single because I felt pressured to. I mean, it's so embarrassing to look back and think about it, but like there are some guys that they think it's charming to just not take no for an answer. And it's like I would go on dates and be like, I don't even know I'm going out with this person. I don't like them, but they like didn't give me a choice. It's so embarrassing. So I do think
but then
that
also persistence, I think, does work. I ended up with relationships with like a few different people, not Tommy, but a few different people who I was not into in the beginning. I was really not into, but there was something about the persistence and the absolute just sort of devotion to me. I don't know, which maybe those are my issues and that's not actually healthy. But then I found myself going like, I'm in love with this person after I actually gave it a chance. So like I said, it's not a one size fits all. We're all kind of different. The things it's a dance. The things that turn me off don't turn Aaron off. Or the things that turn Aaron off don't turn me off. Like I would never feel like I have to go out with somebody. I would never feel like I have to, ever.
Run! Get to the chopper! This is the dating contradiction in real time. Men should chase. But men need to give us the option to say no. But persistence is attractive. Translation, the rules change depending on the man. But the man is expected to know the rules before he speaks. No wonder everyone is confused.
How has the dating scene been?
Well, I wouldn't know too much because I've kind of given up on dating, to be honest, where it's like, I know exactly what I'm looking for. And I know that this kind of person would come looking for me. Like as the woman, I'm like, I am not here to like, you know, be the chaser or go looking for men. I don't like taking on that kind of role. And at the same time, I just get very exhausted by going on a whole bunch of dates. So I don't really accept it unless it is somebody that I genuinely want to meet. So I've been on a few dates this year. 2 of which I guess, are originally from Bulgaria. And they were both really nice people, like definitely gentlemen, very similar obviously to the Eastern European mentality, which I absolutely appreciate. But yeah, to be honest, there's just still specific things that I'm looking for that I haven't found yet, like primarily having a similar lifestyle to me. Of being able to work remotely, that like to travel a lot. You know, I understand that my pool of suitors is quite small with the things that I'm looking for.
Yeah, I highly relate to you. I think it's a problem for us.
She moved countries, cultures, and continents, but kept the same dating expectations. Nice men, respectful men. Nope, because the lifestyle she wants requires a man from the 1% who also magically finds her without lifting a finger. Delusion doesn't just travel, it flies business class. You can take the woman out of the fantasy, but you can't take the fantasy out of the woman.
Is that before you met your partner, which we'll get into, I'm like, I
know Shay Mitchell was out there on the streets, getting after it, dating, hooking up, having a good time. Tell me,
take a sip.
Yeah, you're like, okay, I'm gonna chug this whole thing. What was your dating life like in your 20s?
My dating life was, I think I always thought about my life in ways of like chapters to a book. I always kind of said yes to things so that I could have that experience and be able to like, I don't know, talk about it after. Like I do things for the experiential like aspect of it.
I get that.
I want to add that to my chapter. I'm like, oh, that'd be a fun thing. Oh, okay, fly here. Cool, let's try it. Or like, he does this profession. Let's see what that's like. But as long as I was in control and like, you know, it was my decision to do things and like I felt comfortable, I was good to go.
You were good to go.
Can you make me feel good? Can you make me feel good?
So I like, yeah.
Do you have a type?
Not at all. Not at all. I have zero type.
Really?
Zero type. If you were to look at like the trajectory of my past, there is no type. It's a vibe.
I love it.
It's a vibe. It really is. Like, and that's the, like, truthfully, I feel like I've been in maybe like, I've experienced like a couple bad ones. And that's it, out of like a bunch.
I'm curious if all of your exes were like having a text thread. What is, you're like, oh God. Shay like loves it. She's like, oh, like, okay. What are they saying? What do you think that they would be like saying about you? Like, was there any theme after relationships?
She knew what she wanted. I think that would be like the group chat. Like, she knew what she wanted. That's what I think everybody would say. And I actually have really good, there's, you know, again, aside from a few, like I really have awesome experiences from my past and they were great guys. We just weren't right for each other.
Another podcast, another chapter era, another 304 phase. I had many exes, but it was my journey. These journeys always sound spiritual until you realize it's just rebranding a phase you don't want people asking questions about later.
My partner in life that we're living right now, and I like it.
How does he feel about the term partner?
I don't know if he loves it. I don't know if he loves it. You know, sometimes he'll be on calls and he's like, "And my wife," and I'm like, what? You know, and I'm always like, and not because I'm like I want it. Like I'm like,
Why do you think that is?
Why I don't like the word wife?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like, I'm not, and he's not my like, I don't know.
Your partner.
I love like, I think like girlfriend is cute, and like we met when I was 19, and I love that. Like we weren't girlfriend and boyfriend at that point, but I love that. Like I'm like his girlfriend. Like we are friends.
So you have 2 kids together.
Even with a child, she recoils at the word wife. She's terrified of the title that signifies permanence. This is the end result of my terms, a lifelong partnership that she still treats like a situationship. This is what happens when commitment is a vibe, not a decision. When titles are optional unless they're cute.
Do you know what it is? We laugh. Like, at this point, like, we can't be waiting for the ring and everything because, like, I can marry at 50, 60. I can marry someone at any age. Marriages, a lot of them, I mean, yours is going to last, 100% I can tell. But a lot of them don't last. You know what I mean? A lot of them don't.
100% I can tell.
100% I can tell. You got a golden retriever, it's all going good. But a lot of them don't last.
No, they don't.
But a kid will last. Unless something happens to the kid. But
no, I completely agree. I think the idea of marriage is more like the idea of marriage, but actually you can get married and it can end, and then it was like, oh, all of that was for what? For it to just end anyway?
Like if I have a kid, let's say, and then me and Gigi break up in 5 years.
You've still got the kid.
I've still got the kid.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll be like, bro, your dad's a dickhead, man. Do you know what I mean? But the marriage will be done. Gone. Finished.
Yeah, don't take any ideas from that.
What are you trying to say? You think I should just have a kid? For you know?
This is why marriage numbers keep dropping. They talk about marriage like it's a seasonal trial subscription. Cancel anytime. Keep the kid as a bonus. They don't see marriage as a commitment, just a temporary aesthetic before the next reinvention arc. They asked for a platform. They got one. And they used it not to build an empire, but to document their own decline. The microphone didn't amplify their power. It exposed their weakness, and the internet will never let them forget it.
Patreon gang, salute. Manosphere, we working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.